Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch. What you talking about? If that nigga on war, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named the Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we bought it. UPK, shoot solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right around the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm about it. UPK, shoot solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All the hoes wanna take my piece. All the nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And the lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the sorrow and I show her. She could never get a priest hold. You a dirt ass, rust that neck bitch with a fake ass touring. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. And a sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bit muggin'. I say, if that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named the Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we bought it. UPK, shoot solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right around the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't none of me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR 223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, the clip look like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you're scoring off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UPK play for keys, nigga. Command to get a damn order, but ain't nothing me to damn kill you. I stuck his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close comeback. They got popped off for a neck. If that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named the Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we bought it. UPK, shoot solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right around the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy? Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Since when do we buy corners? We take corners. Man, you won't buy one way or another. Whether it's if the bodies we don't lost or you're gonna lose. Time in the joint is behind us or ahead of us. I mean, you gonna get some shit in this game, but ain't shit for free. I mean, how many corners do they need? How much money can a nigga make? More than a nigga can spend. And then we ain't gonna be around to spend what we done made already. Shit, I think I can be alone this long. Yeah. Well, we here.
Yeah. I know a nigga murked his own man cause he was fucking on this bitch. He got booked, now she's sick. She out here sucking all these. Told my young boy to chill cause he was hitting all these licks. Now he resisted, now we 6 feet. He was thinking with his dick. Better hearken, youngin' man. I'm dropping gems, they call me old school. Gon' fed on the gram and who you shot and who you gon' shoot. 600-page indictment, nigga, what you gon' do? Up top with them lifers, you don't fight, all you do is shoot. I know them crackers mad as hell because they wanna see us dead. Plotting all the miles, holding counsel just to stay ahead. This one was, this forever. We gon' paint them nations red. If you not not under this banner, then you all just mad. Man, I'm from the trenches, they ain't know it show us love. All we know is extensions in the way to throw a slug. We done made a move on you and we don't care who it was. On the gram, I saw my youngest send a nigga up above. You would've thought me and the squad was fatigue, how we run shit. Better yet, that's all block. Better yet, that's all strip. My general said if it's not one West, then it's not legit. Fuck every cracker, go to their grave and go and take the piss. Mama, I'm the Israelite, I'm pulling strings like Santana. Gotta keep the blitz because in that mix it get bananas. I adapted to it. Right before the skis and went bandanas, I'm the big bad wolf, come down your chimney like I'm Santa. Pussy niggas said that they was gon' slide, but they ain't do shit. Got a couple hammers in the ride, don't make me bang shit. Got a couple crackers on my mind, I'm trying to hang shit. Yeah, I'm in the field, I'm still pissed about the slave ships. Daniela got some big shit to make a rain flip. This pump turn you to an echo back with these backflips. Mom said 12s ask you questions but not say shit. Mom said don't neighbors ask you questions but not say shit. I'm true to this, ask your old head, I ain't new to this, I'm too legit. If one West world and we running this, I'm gunning it. Advise every cracker to be intelligent, irrelevant. For all them fake cans that we ain't marching with. This clip that I got like holy water, I'm trying to throw it on you. You pledge your allegiance to them snakes, they turn for you on you. Pillhead slash crash dumps, I keep it real with you. You told me you don't trust none of them niggas and that's a real issue. I don't give a fuck, you wantin' beef, I want you all dead. That before the sign the same words that Paul said. Clip full of racist motherfuckers, it got bald heads. This shit that I got dumping at your ears like some skull heads. Why you trying to claim the same right that your man's dead? Y'all was sign lacking, main reasons why your God's dead. Always gotta keep one in the head before I go to bed. Fuck a DJ Khaled, this one West, this what God did, nigga. One West world. Nah, we coming, nigga. Not tripping. Tighten the fuck up, you heard?
Get it. Let me know when we live. We live? All right. Shalom, Israel. It's the I.S.U.P.K. Started out at 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York. Been teaching this truth since 1969. We are under commanding General YAHANNA. We're here to teach the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans the truth of this Bible. My name is Nakar, Officer 1000 here in the I.S.U.P.K. All right. You already know what it is. It's the biblical law class. And you already see the title, man. We are going to be bringing out the truth that they hear from us, man. Give me Deuteronomy. Let's start at 7 and 6. Let's start there. I'm gonna get there with you. Because this is a thing, right? As Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, whenever we talk about our story, whenever we look at our story, there's always major gaps and holes. But we was conditioned to not care about it and just work. We was told to shut up and go dribble a ball. We was told to stop complaining, stop playing victim. We are told all these things. But in reality, it is wise to understand our history and understand the knowledge that we always knew as a people. Okay? Like the whole black and brown controversy where we not together. At one point in time, we had no choice to join together here in the Americas. We had no choice to join with our Native American brothers. Our Haitians had to join with the Dominicans. We had to join together, and we suffered together. You know what happened? We lost our identity because of war, because of oppression, because of the oppressor putting a knee on our neck, because the oppressor taking away our identity. You have a lot of Jewish people that say, "Oh, you're African." Okay, let me tell you something, right? This is a lot of people. Let me tell you something. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the real Jews. Let's get that in hand. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that in hand. All right. We are Jews, the 12 tribes of Israel. Let me tell you something. They'll tell you, "Oh, you're not a Jew because you don't know the language." "Oh, you don't even know the language. How are you a Jew?" Okay, how is a Mexican a Mexican if he don't speak Spanish? Is he not a Mexican now because he don't speak Spanish? Okay, I don't speak none of them African languages from Africa. I don't speak none of it. And I'm not. You now the what they try to say is, oh, you're African. Stop claiming being a Jew. Okay, so that means that I'm not even African according to your logic. Like even the insults that they have for the chosen people, the real chosen people, is foolish. Okay, let's read what you got.
God, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
We are a holy people, man. We are a holy people. Meaning what? We are a separate people. That's what we're supposed to be. See, this world is going to tell you that, oh, you're a Christian, you're African American, you're a Spanish, you're Latino, you all of this. No. What were you before the captivity of these devils? Before Christopher Columbus, before a pale soul touched his oil, what was your identity before then? How did the tribe of Judah, where did it, you know what someone told me? So I asked somebody, where's the other 10 tribes? Where's the other 10 tribes at? You know what they told me, Nathan? They no longer exist. They no longer exist. How I can go into the book of Second Esdras and find out that those 10 tribes went to a land that no man dwelt. What do you think that land is, Nathan? What was that land that no man dwelt at? The what?
America.
The Americas. And how do we know that? Because we actually, instead of making insults and, you know, we don't put the priests in I.S.U.P.K. in the Bible. The priests never did circumcisions with their mouth, but others do that. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead.
If I could, they need to buy that Captain Cottons out of books. They definitely bring all of it.
Shout out to Captain Cottons. Let's give him a hand. Bringing out the truth. Look, you want me to tell you something? How come when you actually go into the records here in the archaeological digs and finds here in the Americas, they found, you see the shield of David is not the Star of David. They found menorahs, the seven candlesticks, not no 9. Okay? The laws that was in place with the Native Americans and the Hispanics were biblical laws. They had a dietary law that was exactly from the Mosaic law. I mean, do I got to keep going? Do I got to keep going? I'm going to keep going because, see, our people had never been taught the truth about their identity. I grew up thinking I was just a Negro. I was just black, and that was that. And, you know, the oppressor was fine with that. But no, once I started actually doing some research, I'm like, hold on. Something ain't right. Something is not right. That's when you open up this Bible. When I opened up this Bible and I was taught, yo, man, this Bible was about us. I said, hold on now. I thought this was a white man's book. That's what I thought. I thought the Bible was a white man's book. I never really enjoyed going to church because I knew the church, it was a vibe that just didn't sit with me. I'm in the streets. Had to find myself. And I found the men in the I.S.U.P.K. found me. How come? And let me give y'all some understanding. You will never see the Christian church on the streets teaching the truth. You know what the Christian church is doing? The Christian church is literally teaching what the world wants them to teach. So they're not going to tell you that Christ is a black man, that God is a black man. They're not going to teach you, even now, with the alternative lifestyle, right? They're not going to teach against it. Okay? They're not going to, hey, Shalom, sir, you want the class? All right, most high Christ, sir. You know what I mean? They're not going to teach against it. How do I know? Because I sit back and I watch it. I even talked to the ministers and they said, well, you know, we can't really speak about it. They don't teach our people to keep the laws and none of those things. And that's the keeping the law is the solution. You know what happens with me keeping the law? It keeps other people safe when they walk past me, right? It keeps your car safe and sound, your house safe and sound. Before the I.S.U.P.K, many of us was crash dummies, drug dealers, you name it. That was us. When I seen those black Hispanic Americans that picked up the Bible, that picked up this Bible, you understand that realized that we are the God's chosen people, right? You know what they did? I got to go teach my people that this is what the Most High want us to know. I don't see no pastor, no imam, damn sure ain't no rabbi in the hood doing the work, but the I.S.U.P.K. But the I.S.U.P.K. I like if there's no hey, shalom of Christ, sir. See, when I said earlier how they took the truth from us, right? We should understand that in the Bible, we're supposed to be, the men is supposed to go out and do the work of the Lord, right? When I look at the community now, the church is not doing the work of the Lord. I don't see the rabbis, I don't see the imams doing the work of the Lord at all.
Right.
At all. Let's get the scripture again, man. Let's get
this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
We are a holy people. Go ahead.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Unto who?
The Lord thy God.
Unto the Lord thy God. Keep going.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people.
What?
A special people.
We are a special people, man. You black, Hispanic, Native American, you are special to God.
Right.
You're his favorite nation on the face of the earth. The same way you have a favorite basketball team or your favorite outfit. The Most High said, man, this is my favorite people right here. Keep going.
Come. Unto himself. Above all people.
Above who?
All people.
Some people?
All people.
All people. You know, they say you want to hide something from a Negro, put it in the book. They say you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book. Give me Song of Solomon's 1 and 5.
Come.
Okay? It's this whole rhetoric. Oh, the people in the Bible is not black. King Solomon was a black man. I don't see Jewish people saying that, yeah, man, King Solomon was black. I don't see pictures of King Solomon being black in their pictures. You want to know why? Because they are keeping the truth from us. They don't want us to understand the truth. They want us to fall with the lie. It's all fine and dandy with us being Christians. And let me tell you something, man. The Christian church have lied to us. That doctrine that they're teaching us, man, is the same doctrine out of the slave doctrine. They had a slave Bible. Taught you to love your enemy. Oh, yeah, you know, slave master is doing all these horrible things to your children and the woman on his plantation and taking the skin off of the people's back, you know, hanging them from trees. I mean, they doing all these horrible things, but you got to forgive them. Obey your masters. But when you actually look it up, it's talking about us, right? Forgiving one another, forgiving your brother, forgiving your sister, forgive your father and your mother. That's what the Bible was talking about forgive your enemies. I'll break that down even more. Read what you got, brother.
Oh God, this is the book of Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. I am black.
I am what?
I am black.
I am what?
I am black.
Oh, you know they're gonna try to remix this the same way they remix all the scriptures. The powers that be is going to they remixed all these things. You tell them, oh, well, they're gonna color right there. Oh, now see, that's not that black. It's talking about a condition. Read it again.
I am black.
This is literally King Solomon singing to his wives, spitting game. He said, I am black and what?
but comely.
But comely. He said, I'm black but comely, meaning that I'm black and beautiful. That's what he's saying. Give me Revelations 1 and 13. 1 and 1. Let's start there. Let's get to it quick, brother.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1.
Go ahead.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
The what?
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
This is the revealing of Jesus Christ. Now, you got a lot of, you got the Christian church. They only so-called subscribe to the New Testament. They cherry pick through it. In Islam, I mean, that is like total confetti everywhere, right? Literally, they remix it to the point of just like, what are we talking about here? What is this? The priesthood is dismantled. Now we gotta believe someone that was a merchant. We gotta believe this man, and he married a 9-year-old. Oh, okay. Yes, Muhammad married a 9-year-old. I think that we all should understand that should totally disqualify you. The Most High would never deal with a man, especially of another nation, but more importantly, a man that would marry a 9-year-old, straight up and down. The Most High wouldn't deal with him. Now, then you got the Jewish people, right? Jewish people, they say, well, the New Testament, oh, that's Greek, that's lies and this and that. Okay, we was in Rome. We have records in Rome. Oh, it was written in the Greek. Okay, someone told me, oh, it was written in the Greek. Okay, what languages Negroes are speaking now and Native Americans are speaking now? Were we always speaking English? Or because of oppression, we were speaking Greek and English? I think because we are oppressed, we are speaking English. I believe that the times of the New Testament, we were speaking Greek because that was the language of that time. Like, do you understand how this thing is? It sounds so uneducated. These people is not educational, is not sound knowledge. I'm going to keep showing y'all today. Read verse 13, brother. Where Jesus Christ is a black man, like is come on, let's go. Let's get it.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 13.
Uh-huh.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks,
Right.
one like unto the Son of Man.
One what?
Like unto the Son of Man.
Go ahead.
Clothed with the garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Now, here's the thing, right? With the whole everything that you see the Jewish people do when it comes down to garments and all of that, that is not in the Bible. When you see the I.S.U.P.K wear garments, we're doing it the correct way. First off, you can't say that Negroes don't know how to follow blueprints and Hispanics and Native Americans don't know how to follow blueprints, because how do you think you got America? How do you think that black people invented everything that make your world go round down there in today's society?
Right.
But, you know, they had some racist rhetoric or whatever. They'd down talk you. They would say that you are nothing, that you are just, you just nothing. That's what they'll say about us, right? That is not the truth. We in Black History Month. This is Black, Hispanic, Native American History Month. And it's a shame that a Jewish man got to give us a damn month. But because we here, let's take advantage of it. We invented damn near everything that make this world be what it is today. If it wasn't for black people, for the tribe of Judah, you wouldn't have plumbing the way that you have it right now. Right. Your electrical, you wouldn't have electricity the way you do. You wouldn't have a cell phone, video games. You wouldn't have a lot. You wouldn't even be able to make railroads without our inventions. You wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to make machines. You wouldn't even have correct HVAC. You wouldn't even have an HVAC system. It was a black woman that created air ducts and boilers and all that. It was her invention that expanded the HVAC trade. Carpentry, us. Made carpentry way easier and convenient. But you know, people want to say that we just ain't nothing. You are special, man. The Black, Hispanic, Native American man and woman is special, especially to God, man.
Right.
Straight up and down. This Bible right here is talking about us, man. Read it from the top again, man. God, Christ is John the Revelator is seeing the garment that Christ got on, man. Read what you got, man.
God, the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man,
go ahead,
clothed with a garment down to the foot.
Down to the foot. He's seeing his garment down to the foot. Go ahead.
And girt about the path with a golden girdle.
With a girdle. So when you see us wearing garments, see, because the ones that was able to claim Israel when we was in captivity in hell, right? Everyone see them wearing the curls and tassels and the long hats and the yarmulkes. None of that is original tradition at all. You know what they do? They start making new books and thinking that, oh yeah, this is the Tanakh and all. I don't listen. I would never trust your enemy, man.
Right.
Never trust your enemy, man. Don't trust these religions at all. You are a Jew. If you Black, Hispanic, Native American, you are an Israelite from the 12 tribes of Israel, man, according to our fathers. Now, you're going to hear a lot of people try to tell you, well, what is your lineage and this and that, this and that. How can you tell a descendant of slaves? Pull up your records. Prove. I think that the oppressor can pull up their records all the way back to the 1200s. You know what I mean? With records that we come over here with. We ain't come over here with no records. We came over here with nothing but ourselves.
Right. Going
through hell on them goddamn boats. With records, and sometimes it's hard to even find your slave records. But you know what I was able to do? Remind me at the end of the class. Go to slavevoyage.org and you look up them names that they was shipping back and forth, because they kept they had the log in the names of the slaves that they was getting, so that all can be insured, right? The insurance companies was ran by the Jewish man. So all them insurance companies and all that, they was, all right, cool. All of them is native, is Hebrew names with the correct tongue, the Lashwan Kodash, the Ibar, the Hebrew. See, it gets deep. That's why we got these classes, right? So we reading about Christ, reading about his garment, his Israelite garment. He got the girdle on. When you'll see us wearing garments, you'll see us with that girdle on. That we call it a war belt. Got that war belt on. Garment down to the foot with the fringes on it. Studded up. You know what I mean? Looking good, because we are the salt of the earth.
Right.
Black, Hispanic, Native Americans are the salt of the earth, man. But that's why Christ said, he said, what good is that salt if it has no savor, man? See, Black, Hispanic, Native American man and woman, we got to come back to the Most High. We got to keep these laws, statutes, commands. That's how we actually going to fix the community. You think the government going to fix the community? No, they're not. It's not going to happen. Black people, oh man, I'm voting for Trump. Trump is not going to fix the conditions that we in. Trump coming to office, the Black family is still going to be destroyed. The Hispanic family is still going to be destroyed. We still going to be strung out on drugs. Kensington and Allegheny is still going to have drugs pumped through it. And that's just what it is. Okay? Let's go ahead and read what you got.
Come. Verse 14. His head and his hair were white like wool.
They were what?
White like wool.
Now we get a depiction of Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
Come. And white as snow.
As white as snow. Go ahead.
and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Read that part again. I feel like you're missing the part. You ain't missing the part? Read that part again.
14?
Yeah.
Come. Verse 14. His head and his hair were white like wool.
It was what?
White like wool. As white as snow.
As white as snow, man. It was a woolly texture and white as snow, man. White as snow. And the wool-like texture, man. That's what it is. Hold on. And I'm gonna tell you how crazy it is, right? I'm gonna tell you how crazy it is. Right? Hold on. See, this is what usually happens, right? On TikTok, they set up there and shut down the live, right? I'm gonna tell you why. Because everything I was saying was the truth. Everything I'm saying wasn't a lie. I ain't say nothing wrong. All I did was break down the truth. But see, when the whole time I'm doing that whole live with y'all, they in the comments being racist. And I'm talking about Jewish people. Jewish people was in the comments being racist. Jewish people was sitting up there tripping. They tripping out. You know what I mean? Oh man, oh you this, you that. You know what I mean? This the whole thing about it though, right? They doing that because it's a crime for us to know our identity. It's a crime. It's a crime. That's why Christ said, man, I want you to get that scripture for me, man. Don't worry, they hated me first. I want you to get that scripture for me, man. They hated me first. Like Christ is in the Bible explained as a black man. Explained as a black man. King Solomon explained as a black man. And you know what happens? Because of, of their whole agenda, they want us to not to understand that. Don't say that Jesus is black. Because you know what it is? Now they're going to have to actually pray to a black God. They're going to have to know Jesus Christ is a black man. And there are those people that they look up to and they pray to and they ask for guidance is a black man. And they don't like us. They will have to realize that the men that they looking up to and referencing is a Hispanic or a Native American or a Haitian. You understand? A West Indian. That hurt their soul. Hold on, I'm up here reading about these people. I'm looking at these people as holy people. God being black. Read what you got, bro.
Come God, this is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hates you.
If the world hates you, the world hate the I.S.U.P.K. And guess what? I love it. Let's get out of here. The world hate us. Guess what, man? We don't care about none of that. You want to know why? Because as long as we doing the right thing, we keep the main thing, everything is going to be all right. This is when we know that we're doing the right thing. When everybody don't like us. Everybody don't like us, unfortunately. And if you come to serve the Most High, nobody's going to like you neither. They're going to be like, man, you think you special. Oh, you think the Bible is about black people. Oh, you think you better than everybody because you don't eat pork and shrimp. Like you wasn't growing up eating all that. Oh man, you don't want to hang with us no more. Oh dang, you not down with the, you know what I mean? You ain't down with your homies no more, dog. Dang, dog, you turned turkey on me. Dang, girl, you think you better than me because because you ain't trying to go out to the club and go be promiscuous and all that. Like it's gonna happen. Embrace it. Embrace people not liking you because you're doing something right. When you serving the Most High, ain't nobody gonna like you. You have some people that might like you, but there's a lot of people you want to cut off because it's like the only reason why I hanged out with you because we enjoyed the sin. You understand? Like, there's a lot of people I don't hang out with no more. And I realized once coming in the truth, I was like, damn, I only was hanging with you because, you know, we was getting into this. Because I'm not getting into that no more. It's like, what's the point? Like, it was to the point where I used to be able to hit up anybody. Yo, man, what's up, bro? Dang, dog, pull up on me. I'm about to pull up on you. You know what I mean? We ain't dodging whatever we dodging. But because I don't dodging on things no more, females that, you know, I used to talk to all the time, I'm like, well, I ain't doing that with you. You know what I mean? I ain't about to make you my wife. You know what I mean? I'm sitting there like this. I'm like, yo, you know what, man? Cut you off. Now, the main people that I'm with is the people in the I.S.U.P.K. You get what I'm saying? Because when you come to serve the Lord, you're going to be hated. Read it one more time.
This is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Look, man, it hated Christ. Like when Christ was on the earth, people didn't like Christ, man. Christ's own people got him out of here. It was Christ, one of Judas, the what they called him in the Bible. I think they called him the snake or the traitor. Judas the traitor. Called Judas the traitor. Jesus would have gave him the clothes off his back. Probably did. You know what I mean? Gave him his last, taught him everything. And he sold his soul to the devil. That's what Judas did. The Pharisees, they was like your black politicians, you know, the black people that's in power that the Romans put over us. Guess what? They didn't even want to understand the truth. They kept battling them. Even John the Baptist. John the Baptist was not in the truth because he turned on Christ. That's why Christ said, man, everybody's gonna be over John the Baptist in the kingdom because of how he sat up there and knew. John the Baptist knew that Christ was sent by the Most High, and John the Baptist sent his disciples, not the disciples, because John the Baptist was supposed to be a disciple. John the Baptist sent his disciples, his soldiers, right? When they supposed to be Christ soldiers, including John the Baptist, he sent them down to the congregation and questioned Christ. And Christ cut the hell out of them. He said, go ask your master if I was sent here by the Most High or not. You're going to be hated. You're going to be hated. You're going to be hated. Embrace it, man. Give me Ecclesiasticus 2:1 and Apocrypha. Embrace it, man. You're going to read this Bible. Read this Bible. Take your notes. Ask questions. Get in class. Get in class. Don't think you can do it by yourself. Get in class. Join your brothers. Join your sisters. Come to these high holy days. Let go of the world. Understand that we are the real Jews. That we are the 12 tribes, Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You got the scripture?
I could too.
Yeah.
I want to say John the Baptist, what he did was a lot of.
You gotta speak up.
What John the Baptist did is what a lot of brothers did, man.
What a lot of brothers do.
They came into this truth. Like John the Baptist, he seen the heaven gates open, the doves descend. Like he seen all that.
Yeah, he seen all of it.
He even said that he's not even worthy to buckle his sandals.
Yeah, he said, I can't even, man. I baptized with water, but the one that come after me, boy, he baptized with fire. Like, that's a pretty deep saying. You know what I mean? Because as you know, what did Christ do? Christ was cutting everybody. Christ didn't care about your rank in Israel, none of that. He was cutting everybody. Why? Because that's what he came to do. We're going to get that scripture next. Read what you got.
Oh God, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2, verse 1.
Go ahead.
My son, if thou come to serve thy Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Prepare thy what?
Soul for temptation.
You got to prepare your soul for temptation. You find out that you're an Israelite. Find out that we are the God's chosen people. You got to get your soul right, man. Give me Romans 12:2. You gotta prepare for temptation. It's going to be hard, man. Listen, I remember when I found out I was an Israelite, coming to class, getting off the weed, you know what I mean, putting down the pills, you know, turning down the women. Man, I was getting phone calls out of nowhere. What you doing? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. What the hell you asking me what I'm doing? You already know what it is. I said I had to say no. I had to decline. And good night. It was women that I wanted for a minute. But I understood that in the Bible, sex is marriage. And if I lay down with that woman, that's mine forever. I didn't want that burden, brother. Brothers and sisters, I did not want that burden. I pray you understand. Be like me and just say no. Be like, you know what? Nah. It's a quick satisfaction that can lead to a life of hell. Read what you got, brother.
It was 12 and what, sir?
12:2.
12 and 2?
What?
You said 12 and 2?
Yeah, Romans 12:2.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2.
What?
And be not conformed to this world.
Be not what?
Conformed to this world.
Be not conformed to this world. This world would destroy you. That's what you got to understand as an Israelite. This world is not a place of your rest. That's in the book of Micah. You should not think that this world is your rest. I look at money as a defense. You know how many people up here, oh yeah, the money. Everybody in relationships, oh, the money, this and money, that. And you got to be able to do this and you got to do that. You know what I look at it? I be like, okay, there's nothing wrong with getting money at all. I like getting it. But I understand money is a defense, and that's in the Bible. Money is a defense. It's supposed to make sure that you're secure. You got to pay your bills, right? Make sure your kids and your wife and your husband and all that, everybody good. You got savings, you know, make sure that you're able to drive and get to work, whatever the case may be, right? Go get you some weapons, right? Gotta go get some weapons, get some sewing machines. You know what I mean? You gotta make sure that that money is used as a defense, right? Not your God. And that's what this world would make you think, that money is your God. I look around, I'm like, well, 70% of marriages are failing today. It's almost close to 80, right? And you want to know what the reason that for? Because people believe, and relationships, families, all that, are destroyed because they thought that money was their God. Oh, well, we got this money and this and that. And the whole time I'm looking, I'm like, okay, your kids don't know, or you don't know, your house don't know that the Most High is a black man. They don't understand that Jesus Christ is a black man, and the Bible is talking about us, Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, and they need to be in here in class. They don't understand that. So what are they being conditioned for, Nathan? I'm gonna ask you that. What are they being conditioned for?
You talking about the people out of the world?
Yeah, I'm talking about a black family, right? Got the money, they everything.
They are being conditioned to hate their own people.
I take that, but you gotta make it broader.
So, I said hate the Most High.
Yeah, but you gotta bring me home. Okay, if the Most High, if you don't understand that you're Israelite, you teaching your family, you're not under the I.S.U.P.K. I gotta say it like that because that's the truth. There's only one truth. Okay? If you're not doing what the Most High say to do, then what are you conditioning your children and your family to be?
Part of this world.
Yes, but I'm looking for the right word. You gotta stay with me. Come on. Say it one more time. Yes, but you gotta say it to really get up here with people. I'm gonna give it to you for time's sake. When you are explaining this, right? When you are standing on the truth and you understand that this is the only solution for Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, you need to explain to them that, yeah, you can get all that money. You can have all those accolades. Ooh, look at Will Smith, major accolades. Jada Pinkett, Diddy, right? The black people that's in the what is that called? The I think it's the NAACP. Yeah, the NAACP. They are rich and they got businesses, but all they are is a good slave. They conditioned to be a good slave. Do they got the fight in them like Jesus Christ do? No. Do they understand that they are an Israelite and that they need to keep God's laws and report the command of GEN.YAHANNA? No. So when you thinking, oh, well, I got the money and this and that, okay, cool, but you think this is a place of your rest because all you're doing is making another good slave for the oppressor. Your kid gonna think Jesus Christ is white and God is white. They're gonna pray to a white Jesus. They're gonna see themselves as inferior, right? They just want to be another robot. When you gotta actually break the chains. You gotta actually say, yo, man, I ain't rocking with this. I gotta make moves. You gotta come up in here. You gotta come in here in the I.S.U.P.K. Change your life, man. Come get your identity back. Come join your brothers and your sisters, man. That's what not being conformed to this world means. Like, I don't understand how to think like a civilian anymore. I can't think like it. It's been drilled in my head to be a soldier for the Lord, man. To be a priest. I can't think like somebody that has no more knowledge, that don't have knowledge. Now I gotta think as a teacher, a man with wisdom. I know how to plant seeds now and watch it grow. You gotta be that way because this is not the place of our rest. When you pick up the Bible, you will see Christ planting seeds that some of them seeds didn't water until later after he was gone. When the disciples, they was still doing baptisms, water baptisms. Until one time, they was doing a baptism. I think they was teaching. They was like, hold on. This is why Christ said, don't do the baptisms. Because us teaching is the baptism. We cleaning the people. Dang, that's crazy. And that's when they got it. You get what I'm saying? Read what you got.
Come. But ye be transformed by the renewing of your mind.
You got to renew your mind, man. You can't think the same way that you used to think. You can't believe the same way you used to believe. You can't continue to eat the shrimp, crab, pork, crab, and lobster. You can't keep getting the shape-ups and getting the tattoos. You can't keep going out in the club shaking your ass. You can't keep selling the drugs and getting high. You can't keep unaliving your own people and committing crimes. You can't do that no more. You want to know why? Because the Most High said not to do it. That's what's all in the Torah. You'll find all kind of laws where it tell you not to be a unaliver. You can't be an unaliver, man. That ain't what the Most High want us to be. Now we got to go out and go do it. You got to defend yourself. We got to defend this nation. The Lord give us an order. We got to go do it. That's all in the Bible. That's righteous. Let's get that in hand. You know what I mean? Let's get that in hand. The Most High, he ain't sitting up there trying to tell us to be some weaklings. The Most High want us to be strong and righteous. He want our sisters to be modest, man. To be good mothers. Man, I'm seeing on the internet right now, I seen a grandmother dressed up in tights, twerking. And the granddaughter is dressed up just as scandalous, but she's trying to stop her grandmother. Again, her grandmother from twerking on the goddamn internet. And it was posted, and that's what it is. Because she wants to be for the streets. Grandma's for the streets. That's not what the Most High told our woman to be for. You get what I'm saying? Read that scripture again, brother. Yeah, from the top, brother.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2.
Go ahead.
And be not conformed to this world.
What?
Be not conformed to this world.
Be not conformed to this world, man. This world will destroy you. This is why our children is being unalived and thrown in jail at a young age. Right? This is why the black family cannot stick together. Because we don't understand this Bible. Black families are destroyed every day. Black, Hispanic, Native American families are destroyed every day because we don't understand this Bible. We don't understand that we are the real biblical Jews inside this Bible. We don't understand that. See, at one point in time, we understood it. And because of war and oppression, everything was lost. I'm going to show you how the oppressor, even King David, understood how these other nations operate, man. Read what you got.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
By the what?
Renewing of your mind.
That you being taught is the cleansing of your brain. That's the baptism, man. Being taught. That's why in Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 4, it says that you must be of the nation of Israel must be of one baptism. Only one baptism. Not 1,000 baptisms. One baptism. Meaning one way to get clean. What's going on? I don't sweat. You understand? Only one way to get clean. Tell you something, man. When you go into this Bible, you're going to find so many times when the Most High is talking to us, he's telling us, man, study. Keep these laws in your frontal parts, man. Keep these laws on your mind. Keep these laws. Be righteous. Represent the Most High on the face of the earth. You will find that so many times because the Most High wants us to be a perfect people, man. That's what he wants us to be. Keep reading.
That ye may prove what is that good.
Yeah, is what?
What is that good?
You got to understand what is good. That's why you got to renew your mind. You got to be taught. Be taught by the priests of the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
You got to be taught by us. We're going to show you. Listen, this is what you got to do right here, right here, right here. Let me tell you something real quick, right? Now, this is a little something for people that know that they're Israelites and they're not in the school. When I'm saying this, I'm saying it with sincerity. I'm saying it with love. Everything I'm saying up here right now. What good is this truth? What good is this Bible if it's not supposed to bring us together? Like Christ died so that we can come back together. Why will we ever think in our minds that we don't need to come together? And when I ask people that's not inside the school, I say, well, brother or sis, what tribe are you from? I'm from the tribe of Judah. I'm from the tribe of Ephraim. Okay, how did you find that out? And you know what usually happens? They'll try to say, well, you know, oh, well, I found it this way. I found it that way. Well, who's the tribe of Manasseh? Oh, that's the Cubans. Yo, you know that the Most High gave us the revealing of the 12 tribes, to understand who the 12 tribes are and put the chart together. That was us. When you see brothers out at camp and they got the signs out, got the brother reading to the right of them, got the microphone, the garment, the whole thing, all that come from us. That whole bill come from us. I always say this. Many of us can pick up this Bible. There's a lot of brothers and sisters that pick up this Bible and they're like, yeah, man, you know, I know this breakdown, that breakdown. Most of them breakdowns, majority of them breakdowns is coming from us. But then it gets to a point where when it gets down to brotherhood and unity and sisterhood, that's the part that it's a lot that a lot of people get wrong. But when it comes down to brotherhood and sisterhood and unity, that's where a lot of Israelites get it messed up at. I'm gonna tell you why. Because of the Christian church, because of the oppressor, we think it's okay to have many denominations. We think that it is okay to be separate from one another. Like, how can you know what the feast days is and you not joining your brothers and sisters that have been doing it for the longest, that passed down the 12 tribe chart to all Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans? And we did this before the internet. We did it before the internet. We had to go into the records. You ask Commander GEN.YAHANNA, he will break it down all for you. I go in the Bible, you'll find many places where it says that we're supposed to stay together. Let me see what this chat's saying. They will come back during the Masonic age. The 12 tribes of Israel are lost. Okay, you say that the 12 tribes is lost. The 12 tribes, man, is here. And the truth is here. You can't say that they lost and try to say that that's valid, because here's the thing. You don't know who the 12 tribes are. We don't. But we do. The Most High revealed it to us. He didn't reveal it to you. And I don't mean to say that in an unbrotherly way, but that's the truth, brother. You know what I mean? You got to just understand that. But we're more powerful together. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
Well, I don't get when people say the 12 tribes is fault and all that. People that says that, to me, a lot of them mean people that claim that they are Israelites. Like, if it's fault, how do you know you're an Israelite?
Yeah, and I mean, not to even go too deep into all that. I just wanted to speak because I see a lot of people that's on that's actually, you know, that know that they Israel. Listen, I love all the 12 tribes. If you in here or not, that's why we do this work. But what I will say is this, man, to understand you're an Israelite, especially if you're a man, it is damn near an order for you to put on that boots and put in this work, man. Here in the I.S.U.P.K. You get what I'm saying? And for people that don't, you know, this might be new to you, understanding that we Israelites. Let me tell you something, man. We're going to go into the curses. We're going to go into the curses, and I'm going to show you the curses that befall this, because I'm probably, y'all, you know, some people might be like, well, what's going on? Well, you know, what happened? Okay, so what happened was we was going against the Most High. We went against the Most High, and that's why when Christ came back, right, he had to come teach us and get us prepared for what is going to come to pass, right, to deliver us, to give us, to die so that we can have a second chance at life and have a grace period. That's what it means to be under grace, right? You might got an electric bill or a phone bill. You might ask for a grace period. Hey, you know, can you give me like a couple weeks or a month so I can get the money right to give to you? And they were like, all right, no problem. But once the grace run out, this grace period run out, you know, if you don't got the money, you know, your phone is getting cut off or your electric getting cut off. That's what the Most High sent Christ to do. right? He was the lamb upon the altar. Now, here's the thing. The curses still follows us till this day, right? And I'm going to read curses, and you're going to see the prophecies that Moses was telling us was going to happen if we go against the Most High. What can happen when we go against the Most High? We have a contract with the Most High. All right, we are under the new covenant right now. That's what Christ was for, right? And what happened is the first covenant, we broke that. The first covenant, we broke that. Christ had to come to redeem us. Now we under grace. And with being under grace, we had that 1,000-year period when we wasn't going through all the captivity. But then what wound up happening was them curses had to fall on us, man, for our crimes against the Most High, our transgressions. So when we was in Rome, when we was under Roman captivity, we was in Israel. That's why when you see the Book of Clarence, I know them Jewish people was mad about watching that and seeing black people in Israel, right? But the truth is, we were the ones up in there, and the oppressor was over us. All right, the Jews, the Romans, right? And by the time 70 AD happened, right? 70 AD was like this, like literally the Romans was unaliving us, starving us out, the whole nine. We had to flee from Roman persecution, man. We had to flee, and we fled into Africa, fled into West Africa, right? Many of us stayed behind. Many of us, we wound up getting on boats, going over, over to the Europe countries, right? But many of us actually stayed and fought the Romans. That's where you got the fall of Rome around, I think, like 500 AD. I think it was around 700 AD. And we were a part of the barbarian band, right? You can go look it up. Barbarians wasn't some white people that looked like they came out of caves and looked like some savages and all that. No, it was literally non-Romans. Okay, so in the barbarians, you will see Israelites, right? You'll see Africans, and you will see white people. You had the Greeks. I think it was the Greeks. There was a couple other white tribes in there too. But we all joined together. And let me tell you, you do your history, you will also find out that the barbarians was beefing with one another because it was tribal differences. Because everybody knew we don't rock with none of y'all. But listen, we got one common enemy, right? We had to go take down the common enemy. So to let y'all know, we fled from the Romans, went down to Africa. Now you gotta remember, in Africa, Africans keep a whole different tradition. Africans, you will see Africans beating one another with a stick to prove their manhood. You see women walking around with less clothes. They don't wash up like that. They bathing in cow urine, right? They got their traditions and their rituals and voodoo and all that and witchcraft, right? And they're guys that they praying to, because we fled into, right? We fled into Africa and separated ourselves. When you watch the Woman King was literally showing you that they was coming to gather us. They would come and gather us. They would gather us up and sell us to the Europeans. That's how I told y'all, when you go into slavevoyage.org and you start looking up the names, and you come in on Fridays, we teach the Hebrew class, right? You will see the correlation between the names and the ancient Hebrew. You're like, hold on. How come this is, every time I see the word ban, and I know that the word ban means son of, is always a man. You start breaking it down, you start seeing the woman names and the brother name. You start seeing it like, hold on, this is ancient Hebrew. We knew who we were. Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman knew that she was an Israelite. We made Israelite Hill. All right. I mean, we can just keep going. Even for the Hispanics, Christopher Columbus came here with a Hebrew translator. Why would he come over here with a Hebrew translator? I want you to get this scripture for me. Let me, I think it's a second Esdras, chapter 13 and verse 40. Second Esdras, chapter 13, verse 40. I'm going to show you something real quick. You said that was the school calling you or your slave?
No, it was school.
Okay. All right. Everything to what? All right. No sweat. No sweat. All right. You can read what you got, brother.
God, this is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 13, verse 40.
Go ahead.
Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of O.C., the king.
Keep going.
Who Solomon, I don't know if it's
Say Solomon Nassar.
Who Solomon Nassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive.
Now, I had a Jewish person tell me that the 10 tribes, the other 10 tribes was trying not to say the wrong word because of the internet. They was all underlined, right? They perished. We about to learn about where they actually went. All right. Now, I was saying that the 10 tribes was led away in Assyria, right? By the Assyrians as captives. Keep going. And he
carried them over the waters. And so came they into another land. Verse 41. But they took the counsel among themselves.
Keep going.
That they would leave the multitude of the heathen.
Now, here you go right here. You're like, man, we about to get the hell away. We got to dip from these heathens, man. We got to get the hell out of here, right? Meaning these other nations, your Edomites would be like your white people, right? The Assyrians would be like your Iranians, okay? They was trying to get away from everybody, especially the Iranians. That's your Assyrians, okay? Keep going.
Come, and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
Where never mankind dwelt. Now, it said mankind, like nobody ever came here. This is talking about the Americas, the so-called Americas. Keep going.
Verse 42. That they might there keep their statues, which they never kept in their own land.
So now the northern tribe, right, would makes up your Hispanics, right, your Native Americans, okay? This is our brothers and sisters. This is the 10 tribes of the 12 tribes saying, look, man, we're going to go ahead and get the hell out of here. We're going to go to a land that no man dwelt. And there we're going to keep these statues because at one point in time, man, the northern tribe was way off. Northern tribe wasn't keeping the laws of God. You know, they were serving other gods. It got bad. That's why they said, man, we got to go somewhere where we can keep the laws that we didn't even keep in our own land. Keep going.
Come.
Now, and as you see, right, it said go, and this is them separating themselves from other nations, man. They said, I can't be amongst these people, man. These people was like, I mean, we captives, man. We slaves to them, man. We got to get the hell out of here. And when we get out of here, man, we're going to go serve the Lord. You want to know why they trying to serve the Lord? Because they don't want to be in a bad situation.
Right.
They don't want to be in a bad situation. They want to serve the Lord. They were like, listen, man, I'm going to go serve the Lord. I know we ain't do it in our homeland. We ain't do it in Israel. But you know what? God damn it, we're going to do it when we get to this new land. So now, when you actually go into the records, you will see Native Americans wearing fringes, okay? The language being broken down here, you'll see Hebrew in the language, Hebrew writings on Native Americans and Hispanic lands, right? You actually, and listen, you wanna know what's crazy? I always forget, somebody, a Jewish person, help me out. Jewish people, help me out. You online? Help me out, Jewish people. I need your help real quick, Jewish people. What is phylacteries? I think it's called phylacteries, right? When you put the block on your head and you bind the arm with rope. You Jewish though, help yourself. I'm not Jewish, I'm a Jew. I will never be of a Jew. I am a Jew, according to my fathers in history. All right. So whatever the bull crap called, right? Phylacteries, whatever. They bind this box to their head. You will see it, and then they have the whole rope around their hand. They take it from the book of Deuteronomy as something literal. And literally, that's not what it's talking about. It's talking about you understanding the laws of God. Okay? That's why I said in your mind, your heart. You got to make sure that you always know the law, right? And also, your hand is your action. Make sure that you ain't doing evil and you're not thinking evil. That's what it's talking about, right? You will see in I think it was the tribe of Issachar. You will see the so-called Mexicans wearing the phylacteries on their head. They literally wearing the phylacteries on their head and their arm band up. So I'm trying to think. Okay, if that was a old ignorant tradition that Israelites did, because that goes way back in the day, because Christ even talked about it. It was a ignorant way of keeping that, you know, they thought that was a law, when all it was just telling you to keep the laws and don't be evil, right? How come we see Mexicans doing it? We see Mexicans doing it on the walls in Mexico. We see the pictures of it. If they wasn't Jews. Christopher Columbus came here with a Hebrew translator. Okay? I mean, even when the records that they have when they was here, the recordings of the conversations, they went down to the Seminole Indians, right? Seminole Indians gave them a greeting in Hebrew and said that the tribes of the tribes of Joseph was over the waters, talking about deeper into the islands where other Hispanics brothers is at, right? And told them, man, we are God's chosen people, man. That's what they told Christopher Columbus and the ones that was with him. So when we breaking this down, we never hear, right, that, oh yeah, you know, hold on 1 second. There ain't no taxes hitting on the thing. Everything got approved. Listen, man, I got kids, man. That's gonna go straight to the kids. But listen, so when you go into the records, you ain't gonna find us not being Israelites. You're gonna find us being Israelites, right? So let's keep reading. Now, this is Jewish people say that the other 10 tribes is no longer in existence. That's what I was told. Jewish people, tell me if where the 10 tribes are at. Tell me where the 12 tribes are at right now. Okay? If everybody's supposed to have the lineage and all that, I should be able to ask, man, what is your tribe? Where is this tribe at? Where is that tribe at? All right. Let's go.
Verse 43.
Go ahead.
And they entered in the Euphrates by the narrow place of the river.
Now, this is talking about they traveling to the Americas. It said that a land that no man dwelt. Okay? A land that no man dwelt. You actually go into the if you go and look at the maps that they have in the Bible, right, or your Torah, you will see where all the land that over there in the Middle East, down to in Africa, where everything was occupied. So now you got to ask yourself, well, what land did they go to that no man ever dwelt? That was America. Keep going.
Verse 44. For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over.
They said the Most High showed signs for them, showing them like, they, when you on them boats, you gotta pay attention to the angle of the moon. You gotta look at the stars. Come on, man. We black. We understand about following them stars because that's how we had to get freedom. We had to travel to the north, right? What was the star that we used to look up to? The North Star. We used to have to look at that North Star and be running, and make sure that we don't lose that North Star. We gotta hope that it's not a cloudy night. You know what I mean? We gotta hope it's not a rainy night. Good night. We ain't gonna be able to see that North Star. We gonna have to look, man. This is where we going. You gonna have to swim. Listen, man, people was running from Louisiana. People was running from Louisiana, brother. You know how crazy that is? They running from Louisiana all the way up here up north to get freedom. And we supposed to just forgive them. You supposed to just say, oh, yeah, nah, it's all good. Nah, forget that. Let's keep going.
Verse 45. For through the country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. The same sign read is called
Ashtaroth.
Ashtaroth.
Now listen, it's not going to take a year to go to a land that is around, around Israel at all. It's not going to take that long. Okay? Let me tell you where the 10 tribes went. They came to the Americas. Okay? Our brothers, the Hispanics and Native Americans, they came over here to the Americas, man. That's where they came. The Levites, the Haitians, they came here to the Americas. It's not going to take them a year and some change to get somewhere around Israel. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? They traveled to the Americas the same way the Moors traveled to the Americas. They was documented coming to the Americas. You think the Moors was the only ones? You think Christopher Columbus just stumbled across America? Come on, man. God forbid. Even in the movies with Christopher Columbus, they was like, yo, I forgot the movie, man, where it was Christopher Columbus, and they actually referenced the Apocrypha. They went to Atlanta, Ashtaroth. That's how we was able to find them. And who owns Hollywood? Come on, man. I know black people don't own Hollywood. Who owns Hollywood? Let's not say it because I don't want to make anybody cry. Have a BF, right? So you can drop that, man. Let's get to Deuteronomy chapter 27 and 1. Let's get back to it, man. So I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of these curses, man, and show y'all the reason why, the Most High had to do what he did to us, man. Read what you got, brother.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, verse 1.
Go ahead.
And Moses, with the elders of Israel, commanded the people, saying,
right,
keep all the commandment which I command you this day.
Listen, this is what I want you to do, right? I need you to sit down right here real quick. I got to go in the back. Break down 27 and 1 real quick. Come on the camera real quick. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. Right back. 2 seconds.
Shalom, Israel. This is Nathaniel Allah, Officer 50 Nathaniel Allah, about to break down Deuteronomy chapter 27, verse 1. It says, and Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandment which I command you this day. Now, Moses and some of the other elders, Moses got together with a lot of the elders. And when Moses was, when the Israelites fled from Egypt, Moses, he got together with other elders, and he was speaking to the people, telling them that the Lord wanted us to keep these commandments. Yeah, I mean, the Lord has given us these commandments to follow and to obey. The Lord has given us these. The Lord gave us these commandments to, yeah, I mean, know how to be towards one another, because leaving Egypt, we was all over the place. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all heard the story when Moses killed that Egyptian, Slakia, unalived that Egyptian from harming his brother, or did he even see two Israelites fighting one another? Yeah, what I mean? And one of the laws that was in these scriptures is brotherhood, how to be towards one another. So Moses basically was telling, right?
Yeah, you can finish.
Oh, Moses was basically telling, yeah, I mean, he got together with the elders, and yeah, I mean, and he was speaking to the children of Israel. He spoke to the children of Israel to, you mean, let them know how important God's laws and God's commandments is. And with that, I'll give the class back to preacher and Officer 1,000 to cut.
Shout out to the cousin, man. He's a little nervous. It's all good, but even though he's nervous, you understand everything that he's saying is true. I mean, but you know, that's what it is. You understand? What it is Moses was explaining to the nation of Israel how important it is to keep these laws. You know, Moses couldn't even get into the promised land because he took blessing. Well, he took the Lord's work into his own name. Most High said, "Man, you ain't gonna be able to get into that land, man, because you did that." The nation of Israel, it took them 40 years to get to Israel because we kept serving other gods. We couldn't get along. We didn't have brotherhood. So we had to go under different nations, be in captivity. We either leave or had to leave by force. And the Most High told us to unalive them. The Most High told us to do. We had to get out of there, keep moving, right? Battle, get in trouble. Most High punishes. And, you know, Moses and Aaron had to really install the law, even to the point where they had to really unalive us. Okay? So when you actually go into these laws, man, you go inside this Bible, the Most High is explaining to the nation of Israel, man, keep these laws. Listen, these laws keeps me out of jail. Right. I'm gonna just let you know that right now. Like me, I don't really I'm a person, I really want to do things to put me in jail, but because I understand the Bible, I understand what the Most High said to do. I don't do those things that I think about. So, like, you know, a lot of people, you see them on the internet, you know, a lot of people who talk trash, whatever the case may be. A lot of times you see these people in person, they're not going to say anything. They're not going to have the balls to say it. They ain't going to have the guts to say the same that they have on the internet. But see, the old me will be trying to get IP addresses and all of that and say, oh, yeah, I got your IP address. You know, I know a couple of agents that know what they're doing, and I'll come see you about it. What's going on? You close to it. You right across the bridge. You know what I mean? But because I understand these laws, I don't think like a criminal anymore. I don't think like a thug. I don't think like a crash dummy, the way how we are conditioned in the hood, right? We are conditioned to be what they call us to be, right? With all the baby mama drama and all that, how do you think that all this, the broken families is to be? You got the feminist movement. You got the war in Vietnam and us being drafted in, taking away the black man. Then later we coming back with heroin addictions. Then you give us cracks in the 80s. We didn't own the cocaine. We didn't own those planes, how the cocaine got here. It's already documented. How many books then came out? How many books? Gary Webb was unalive because he found out that the government was selling cocaine to blacks and putting it in our communities to fund their wars. Is this a lie? Come on, man. Come on, man. Nathan. Come on, man. I mean, we can just I can keep going. We understand warfare here. We understand it. We understand this Bible. We understand what it takes to fix our people. Right? The rabbis ain't gonna fix us. We're a Jewish man in the hood. He sounds so smart. Hey, Mo, why ain't the rabbis in the hood helping the people? If they not racist, why they not in the hood? Oh, I guess because what? We just too lost, huh? We don't fit the color scheme. Is that what it is, Mo? You gotta talk to these people like that. Why aren't you? We the I.S.U.P.K. I'm teaching blacks, Hispanics right now, Native Americans right now. We got food drives that's happening every damn week right now. Prison programs, drug programs running right now. Counseling right now is happening as we speak. Why is the rabbis not in the hood doing the work? I seen Commander GEN.YAHANNA, and for everybody at home, I'm talking to somebody on TikTok, right? They making a bunch of comments about us because we saying that we are the real Jews, and and I'm reading out the Bible, and oh, he sounds so smart and this and that, trying to be smart. Okay, again, I've been having to talk to Jewish people for some time, for these last couple of weeks, right? I'm right at your situation. Y'all are better at insults than actually going into the scriptures and proving your point. The reason why, because that's how you know the Most High is not with you. But if he was, you would actually understand how to, you would cut me if he was with you. But he's not. He's with us. He's with the blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, right? Gave us the truth. You had a way more head start than we did, clearly. And you still don't understand the records. Y'all do circumcisions on babies with your mouth. That's a closed case right there. Why and black Hebrew Israelites, let me tell you something. Saying black Hebrew Israelites is racist. You know that? That's racist, man. That is wrong. Why I gotta be black Hebrew Israelites? I'm a color now? I'm a color? Why can't be African Hebrew Israelites? Yo, why can't be an African Hebrew Israelite? You wanna know why? Because really, listen, Jewish people is going to stamp names on us. They're gonna listen. Jewish people is gonna stamp names on you. Christians and Muslims is gonna stamp names on you. There they go. Yeah, there we go. Yo, that was crazy. That's crazy work. Yeah, that's crazy work. But here's the thing, y'all. They get upset, right? A lot of these what is they called? A lot of them is going to get offended. A lot of them going to get mad. But everything I said was the truth, y'all. And that's how you know you understand that everything that you're saying. Yeah, that's how you know you're telling them the truth, man. When you tell them the truth, they're going to be upset. But it is what it is. So let me tell y'all something, man. These people don't want us to know that we Jews, man. And that was clear as day. I'm on TikTok and I'm blazing. You understand? And now I had to side talk to the Jewish man. And the reason why they so angry, I'm gonna tell you why, because everything I was saying was the truth. Everything I was saying was the truth. That's why they can never answer, well, dang, Y'all supposed to be men of, y'all supposed to be the people of God. Why I never see the rabbis in the hood? If it ain't it ain't about racism and all that. They should be in the hood trying to fix the people in the hood. Like, man, why don't y'all come be Jewish people? I'm gonna tell you why. Because really, Jewish people are racist. The same way Mormons are racist. And Christianity is racist. Because Christianity teaches you white supremacy. Because the God is white. You get what I'm saying? You got that. Now, let's get down. We're gonna run through some of these scriptures. Give me Daniel 7 and 9. But we're going after Daniel 7 and 9, we're gonna go to Deuteronomy 28, all right? You can read it when you got it. Daniel 7 and 9.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow.
Now, this is a garment that's white. This is the Most High's garment. We learned about the Most High right now. Keep going.
Come. And their hair of his head like the pure wool.
Like the pure wool. Now, this is talking about the texture of the Most High hair, man. Keep going.
Come. His throne was like a fairy of fire.
Yeah, man, the Most High throne, man, it was like fire, man. Daniel was seeing the Most High in the vision, man. Keep going.
Come. And his wheels as burning fire.
You know what I mean? Now he's seeing the chariot. Keep going.
A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him.
Keep going.
Thousands and thousands of ministered unto him, and 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the book were open.
Listen, man. To go back, you understand, to verse 9, it said, beheld till the thrones was cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head. It said the Ancient of Days. The Ancient of Days is the Most High. Who is more ancient than days? The Most High. You understand? And his head, you know what I mean? It was like in the hair of his head, like the pure wool. Who got woolly hair on the face of the earth? Us. Negroes. That's who got woolly hair, man. God is a black man according to the Bible. Jesus Christ is a black man according to the Bible. The Jews, all right, the 12 tribes is black, Hispanic, Native Americans, man. People was black. Don't let color just fool you and all that. Listen, we was all shades, man. All shades. But more importantly, man, we were all Jews, man. We are all Jews. And they don't want you to understand that you're a Jew. Now let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1.
Come on, this is the book. Should I give read that?
Yeah.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1.
All right.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
To do what?
All his commandments.
To do all his commandments, not some, but all his commandments. So the Most High told you, man, don't get high. Don't sell drugs. Don't go have sex with women that work for money. Right? Don't have women. Don't have sex with a man that is a evil bastard. All right? Don't eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. Right? Make sure you respect and love your brother and your sister, man. Listen to those that are over you. These are laws that are set in Israel to keep us safe. We have protocols that we keep to make us a wise and great nation. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 4. Hold that. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 6.
Oh God. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom.
This is your what?
Your wisdom.
Your what?
Wisdom.
This is your wisdom, man. This Bible is your wisdom. This is your knowledge and your wisdom. This is how these other nations, see, a lot of people, a lot of these, a lot of these white people, right? A lot of white people, a lot of Africans, a lot of these other nations, they look at us as a laughing stock. Oh, look at them Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans. In the ISUPK, they can't say that about us because we understand and keep the laws, right? They can't say, oh man, you ain't taking care of your kids. We are taking care of our kids. My kid is reading above reading grade level. My kid is on honor roll. My family, we don't keep none of those white holidays in this house. We don't serve other gods, right? Me and my wife or wives have been together forever. You understand what I'm saying? I do the work in my community. I don't get high. I'm not a drunkard. You know what I mean? Getting drunk and doing crazy stuff. No, I don't do none of those things. I ain't a criminal. I don't do none of that, right? What can they say about you? They'll tell you, dang, you know what I mean? Hey, I can't really say nothing too much. Oh, you're a felon. Okay. Maybe I was. I changed my life. Right? Maybe if I never picked up the Bible and you was to tell me I was a felon right here in my face, you know, it might not be good for you. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, understanding this Bible is good for you. That's all I'm gonna say, right? So let's get to it, right? We're gonna get back to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. You understand? Understand that these law, statutes, commands is, how can I say it? The law, statutes, commands is your wisdom, right? And when other nations supposed to look at us and like, man, these people are wise and a great nation. That's how they're supposed to look at us. Not like thugs and baby mamas and baby daddies and drug addicts and all that. That's how they look at us now. Like, that's why white people, you hear white people say, you don't even know who your daddy is. Oh, yeah, I bet your mom was on crack. Yeah, go take care of your kids. You know what I mean? That's how they think about us. But we're supposed to change that narrative. That's what we're supposed to do. You ain't supposed to be that old person no more. You're supposed to be a new person, man. That's why we read Romans 12:2. To renew your mind. Stop thinking like a slave. Right? Let's read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
go ahead,
to observe and to do all his commandments.
To what?
To observe and to do all his commandments.
Go ahead.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
Above what?
All nations of the earth.
Why the Christian church ain't teaching you this? I'll tell you why. Because if you keep the law, statutes, commands, now you no longer going to believe the lies. You got to actually feed the flock. Right? I'll tell you another thing too. Give me the book of Judah, chapter 4 and verse 20. Right? The oppressor do not want us to know the truth about this Bible. They don't want us to keep the laws of God. I'm going to show you here in the Bible tonight the reason why they don't want us to keep the laws of God. Read what you got.
So you said Judah 4.
Judah 4 and 20. But we shall.
That's an apocryphal?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, 4 and 20.
20.
Yep. Quickly, brother.
So, no, I said it was no 24. You mean?
No, 4 and 20. Judah 4 and 20.
There was no 24. There's no verse 20.
Is it 5 and 20? Check 5 and 20.
20 says, now therefore, my Lord.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. This is the book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and governor if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin. And let us go up, and we shall overcome them. Verse 21.
Read that one more time.
This is the book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their God.
If they what?
Sin against their God.
If there be any error, what is error? Us sinning against the Most High. Read.
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
This shall be their what?
Ruin.
So when we don't keep the laws of God, now look at, that's why I said, the reason, all that money don't matter nothing. Oh yeah, you know, I got money, my kids ain't in public school, this and that, okay. But your son is still going to grow up and be in the alphabet community. Your daughter, same thing for her. Your son and your daughter is going to be sexual deviants. All that money don't mean anything, okay? Because you're not keeping the laws of God. That's why you see the black community, Hispanic Native American community, we ain't joined together. We don't even know that who the hell we are. We just think we black, Hispanic, Native Americans. Oh, I'm Mexican. Oh, I'm Puerto Rican. Oh, I'm Dominican. Oh, I'm African. Whatever the hell black people want that. We every damn thing. Oh, I'm Muslim. You know, I'm Haitian. I'm Rastafari. All that. Listen, all that doesn't mean anything at all. It's garbage. That's not who you are. That's what a white man told you who you are. Or a Spaniard told you who you are. A Portuguese told you who you are. But that's not who you are according to knowledge. You get what I'm saying? Let's keep going. So it said if we don't keep the law, this will be our ruin. Go ahead. And you know who's saying this? White people. This is Greeks having a council about us. And they still have councils to this day about us. How to keep us at a low pace, at a low place. You think the Jewish man don't have counsels about how to keep black people dumb? You don't think so? How to keep Hispanic Native Americans dumb? They spend millions of dollars to keep us at a low state. You look at these celebrities. Why do you think as soon as they try to open up their mouth, they shut them up? Kanye literally got robbed in front of everybody. And still getting robbed to this day, all because he said that the black people are Jews, and he said something against Jewish people. Literally, Hollywood was started by Jewish people. The first movie I think they made was that American, I forgot, what is it? Made in America, what is it? Birth of a Nation, where they was doing blackface. Jewish man starting blackface. The Jewish man started Hollywood. Come on, man. They say you want to hide something from a Negro, put it in the book. Well, we got the book, so right. Let's keep reading.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
Say what?
Let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
And we shall what?
Overcome them.
We shall overcome them, man. Keep going. Because they know if we don't keep the laws of God, they can overcome us. Keep going.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by.
Let it what?
Pass by.
Let it what?
Pass by.
Let it pass by, man. If it's no sin in the nation of Israel, if we keeping the laws, statutes, commands of the Most High, if we doing that, keep going.
Least let their Lord defend them, and their God will be for them.
It will what?
And their God will be for them.
The Most High will be with us, man. The same way he always been, same way he is today. But in this case, man, if the nation of Israel, blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, we keep the laws of God. So why do you think that the Christian church tell you, hey, man, you don't got to keep the laws? Because that's the white man telling you not to keep the laws. Because they got to go through the white man institution to actually be ordained to teach the Bible in the Christian church. It's the white man's doctrine that they're teaching. Oh yeah, you don't got to keep the laws. Why do you think they tell you to go keep every pagan holiday? All these holidays is pagan. How God love everybody, but not the Native Americans on Thanksgiving? We got to remix it. Oh, it's not about that. That's what Thanksgiving was all about. The slaughter of the Native Americans, the rape of the Native Americans. That's what it was about. Oh, but when you following the Christian doctrine, then that's when you can do whatever the hell you want. Just make sure that white Jesus is in your heart and you've been saved by white Jesus. That is bullshit. That's not the truth. It's far from it. You get what I'm saying? That's why these white people are saying, listen, if we don't make these people become sinners, we're going to lose everything and we're going to be a laughing stock on the face of the earth. That's what the white man is explaining. Now, I got it for time's sake. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Let's go to verse 48. Verse 48. Now, we read in Deuteronomy chapter 28, if we keep the laws, the Most High will bless us. And from 1 all the way down to, I believe, 14. Okay, you learn all the blessings that we get if we keep the laws, statutes, and commands of the Most High. But when you go to verse 15, that's when you start hearing about what happens when we don't keep the laws. Let's read verse 15. Let's start there.
Oh God, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
To do what?
All his commandments.
So the Christian church is ran by the white man. That's why you see the white faces all on the angels, all on the prophets and God. You see the white hands coming out and all of that. That's supposed to be God, white hands. When we just read that God is a black man. He got woolly hair. Okay? We read that Jesus Christ and Solomon were black men. Okay? So in Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15 is saying that if we don't keep the laws of God, if we do listen to the Christian church, if we do listen to the imam in the Muslim mosque, if we do accept that Jewish people are the real Jews when they're not, but the synagogue of Satan, right? When we accept all those things, all those evil things, right, we become sinners. But once we start to take on our identity, then that's when we start to actually get somewhere, because now the Most High is going to be working with us. He's going to be working with us. Okay, you all right. You know what I mean? I got men that's going to help you fight those demons. Keep going to class. Get counsel. Change your life, sister. Change your life, brother. I got you, son. I got you, daughter. Just stay with me. That's what the Most High is saying to us, man. That's what he's going to say to you. Come into these classes. The Most High is working with you, man. Let the Most High work with you. Don't run away from the truth. Because, see, the truth is going to set you free, not a lie. We just read in the book of Deuteronomy where it says to keep the laws of God so that we can get the blessings. Now, why would we ever listen to the Christian church when they say, oh, don't keep the laws? I might got to go a little over, because now I'm going to have to go into what Christ said, and I'm going to end it there, right? Let's go to Deuteronomy 32, 28 and 32. Let's do it quickly.
20 to 32?
Yeah, 28 and 32.
Oh, 28.
Let's do it quickly.
God, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32.
Go ahead. Thy
son and thy daughter shall be given unto another people.
Now, this is slavery. We all know that. Keep going.
God. And thine eye shall look and fail with longing for them all day. And all day long.
Keep going.
And there shall be no might in thy hand.
That sounds like Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. Okay? Jewish people never went through this. Let's go to verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shall thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
It said that we should serve our what?
enemies.
It said that you should serve thy enemies. Why the Christian church ain't teaching this? Tell you why. Tell you why the Christian church ain't teaching you this, because when you start to keep the laws of God, okay, we will destroy this place. Christ will come back like yesterday, because we are keeping the laws of God and we're serving the Creator and not the beast. Okay, that's why it's explaining that we will serve our enemies. That's why we don't trust our enemies. Ecclesiasticus 12:10 said, "Never trust thy enemies." The book of First Esdras chapter 8 and verse 84 and 85 said, "Don't never lay down with the other nations, nor should you ever trust the other nations and try to have peace with them, because that would be your ruin." Let's keep going. Right?
God. And in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
That's what Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans are now. You need water, you got to go to the white man. You need toilet paper, need something to eat, you got to go to the white man. You need clothes, you got to go to the white man. Keep going.
Come. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
What do that destroy thee mean? Meaning that yoke is also metaphorical. Okay? It is literal and metaphorical, meaning this. Meaning that yoke of iron, man, that he's going to work you to death, do everything to try to destroy you. That's what happened to us. That's why we don't know who we are today. That yoke of iron, man, is head now. More hair than ever before. Okay? Because we can't feel the change now. We think that it's not there. The whole time it is, man. Let's keep going.
Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
Right? Now we already know the white nation, okay, Edomites, white people, their symbol always been the bird, right? That is ancient, right? No, I need to. We about to wrap it up. They symbol always been a bird, right? America, places in Europe. All right. Well, what's up? What's going on? All right, the Romans, the Greeks, right? This is the Russia. This has always been a symbol, right? That's who we under. Now let's drop that. Because it said that, man, they're going to send a nation. It says in verse 49, it said that it's going to send a nation from afar, man, of whose tongue thou shalt not understand. Right? Jewish people going to try to tell you, man, you don't even know how to speak the language. Okay. What did the scripture say right here? What did the scripture say right here in the book of Deuteronomy? In the Torah. That's what he said. In the Torah. You know what I mean? What it say right here? Of a people tongue that we shall not understand. Keep reading. Verse 50.
Verse 50. A nation of
fierce countenance.
Sorry. My thing's wrong.
Fierce countenance.
A nation, verse 50, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Listen, man. Come on now. We know what happened on those plantations. We know what happened on those boats. We know what happened on them reservations. We know what happened during them times of the wars. We know what happened. Slaughtered the old and the young. The innocent. I mean, goddamn. Blood follows after the oppressor, man. That's just what it is. Right? We also know how they sexually abuse our children and our women, man. Even the men at points of times. These people are fair countenance. They don't give a damn. Now let's go to verse 64. Now, whenever a Jewish man try to tell you something, anybody try to tell you anything about this Bible, man, you better stand on business. Keep checking in with class, right? We just going over these curses real quick. You know what I mean? It'll probably take probably 5 more minutes and I'm done. All right, let's get verse 64.
Verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Among who?
All people.
We scattered everywhere. You find the nation of Israel everywhere. Keep going.
From one end of the earth, even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
We shall serve other gods. Now, let me ask you a question, man. The thing, how the hell do oppression make us serve other gods? I think that's what it's talking about right here, right? And what else would we do? We'd start speaking other languages. Because in order for us to understand that God, we had to learn the language, right? And if we on the plantations and the slave masters speak English, I think what we going to wind up learning? Nathan, I think we're going to start learning whatever the slave master is giving us, right? On that plantation. Good night. Now let's go to verse 68. We learn about the curses, man, that will befall us if we don't keep the laws, statutes, demands of God. Go ahead, do your thing.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Now let's say Egypt. Now this word Egypt actually means the house of bondage. Okay, that's what Egypt really means, because the real name of Egypt is Mizraim. Okay, and when Mizraim in Egypt was originally explained, it was explained as Mizraim. But later, and all throughout the Bible, it was called Egypt because it was the house of bondage. Keep going.
I said, okay, thou shalt see it no more again.
Talking about our homeland, man. We will not see our homeland anymore. Keep going.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
It said that we be sold, again, there you go that word, our enemies. So who is our enemies today? You do the math. You do the math. Who is our enemies? You'll be sold into your enemies. Remember, this is the other nation of people. Remember, it said that a nation of people, and they are your enemies. We just read that, right? Let's keep going.
And no man shall buy you.
And no man shall buy you. No one is going to give you freedom. Now, let me ask you a question, right? You never read this in the Christian church, and Jewish people would tell you that they are God's chosen people, right? How come they are able to get, they got rescued by America and everybody else, all America allies, and they was able to see Israel again. They able to see Israel, but Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, we can't be in Israel reigning supreme like we once was. I'll tell you why, because we are the God's chosen people.
Right.
All right, and I'm gonna show you something real quick about what Christ said. Matthew 5:17. Rush through this.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17.
Go ahead.
Think not that I come to destroy the law.
Think not that I come to destroy the law. Go ahead.
Or the prophet.
Or what?
Or the prophet.
Keep going.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Rest. To teach the laws, man. To teach the laws. Give me verse 48.
Verse 48. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect.
Hello. Now give me Romans 6:1. This is Christ telling us, man, to keep the laws, that I come not to destroy the law. Because why? Christ had to give us a grace period. And this is what Paul had to teach the nation of Israel, because they understood that we was under a grace period. And he had to let it be known, I come not to destroy the law. You're supposed to keep it. Read what you got.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 1.
Go ahead.
What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin, that grace may abound?
That because grace abound, we have mercy. The priest ain't going to come in here and cut our head to unalive us, right? Because, you know, the priest and the Most High is going to deal with it, and you ain't going to get the priest to come and get you. Now do we sin because now we have a grace period to get ourselves together? Keep going.
God, verse 2. God forbid.
God what?
God forbid.
God forbid us to do that. God forbid us to be sinners because, oh yeah, man, you know, I'm under grace, man. Keep going.
Come. How shall we that are dead to sin?
How that we are dead to sin? Because Christ died for us. Christ died so that the Most High can forgive us for all the wickedness that we've done.
Right.
That's why we are dead to sin. You go ahead.
Come. Dead to sin, live any longer therein. Verse 3. Know ye not that so many of us as were baptized into Jesus Christ were baptized into his death?
Man, we was baptized into Christ's death, man. You understand? Christ came to save us, to teach us how to keep the laws of God, man. That's what Christ came to do, not to teach us how to be evil. Keep going.
Come. Verse 4. Therefore, we are buried with him by baptism into death.
Go ahead.
That like as Christ was risen up from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also shall walk in newness of life.
So when Christ died on that cross, that was us getting a second chance. And now with that second chance, we have new life. Christ didn't die for you to continue to be a sinner. But when you listening to the white man's doctrine, he's going to tell you, yo, man, be a sinner. You want to know why? Because now we got to go back to knowledge. He knows the book of Deuteronomy. He knows if he keep us being sinners, that he will fail and he would not win. But if we keep God's laws, the Most High will bless us and we will win. Let's keep going. Verse 5.
That's what I meant.
Okay, let's drop that. What was verse 15?
Verse 15. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law?
Say it one more time.
Verse 15. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law?
Meaning what? Not under the law. Meaning that the priest cannot come and unalive you if you go have sex with another man's wife. If you go have sex with another man, right? You're a drug dealer, know that. You will not be under arrest, okay, by the priest. So should you be a sinner, because now the priest cannot come and unalive you. You understand? God forbid, man. Because the priests is like, they like police officers, right? Priests is police officers, man. They come, yo, you gotta come with us, man. You know what I mean? People came, we gotta do an investigation. It was found out that you was having sex with this man's wife. Hey, man, come with us, man. Well, what you mean, man? I'm just here to fix some pipes. Yeah, you fixing pipes, all right, nigga. It's time for you to get the hell out of here. You up here having sex with another man's wife. You understand? Boom. That brother is done. That sister is done. Both of them is going to be taken out in ropes. They're going to be like this, getting up, you know what I mean? Going through the city. Everybody's going to see the shame on them. That's what being under the law is. But because we're not under that law, go ahead.
But under grace.
Under what?
But under grace.
Under grace. Having that grace period where the Most High is having mercy on us and allowing us to get ourselves together, allowing us to come back to him. And we ain't never celebrated Passover. We ain't been circumcised on the 8th day, right? We was filthy sinners, right? Most High is giving us a chance to come back. Shall we sin? Keep going.
God forbid.
God what?
Forbid.
God forbids that, man. God forbids you being a sinner, man. God forbid you thinking that the grace period is a time to go ahead and be a wicked bastard. The Most High want the nation of Israel to be righteous, and in the I.S.U.P.K, we're going to enforce that until Christ come back. And with that being said, Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all tune in to Commander GEN.YAHANNA channel, America on Fire, Commander GEN.YAHANNA on YouTube. Listen, man, make sure you pay your tithes. Make sure you check in with the Passover, man. We're going to be in Durham, North Carolina, April 20th, man. It's going down Durham, North Carolina. You're going to be doing a real big One West style. You already know everything we do is heavy. All right. Make sure, man, you like, share, and subscribe. With that, shalom.